All right, what is up, my dudes? I went to the Vinyl Record Collectors Exchange today, and it's been a very long time since I bought vinyl, and it's been a very long time since I made a video in general, but about getting stuff is not happening. I don't have a lot of money, so it all went to this thing that they have like 2 times a year. So anyway, let's kind of just start off. There's a couple of cool places that have records here in the Colorado, Denver metro area. Black and Reed, I got a sticker too, and they had a lot of cool heavy metal records and books and stuff, so I'm gonna check them out. And then another place called Vinyl Valhalla. So yeah, I got some records from those dudes on top of like Angelo's and Wax Tracks and Twist and Shout, some of the other guys that are here in this area. And then some people were from out of town, but I didn't really get their cards or anything. So let's start off actually with probably the coolest thing, I think, and that is an official 2003 UK only picture disc here of This Is the New Shit single by Marilyn Manson. Side A, which is this side and features a painting by Manson himself, has the album version of the track. And then side B has a remix by a group called Goatwhore. So that's the remix, just 2 songs, it's 10 inches. And on side B, we have the band during the golden age of grotesque era there, all of them in their cute little outfits. So yeah, I thought this was really cool. As you can see, just written on here, it was $20. And I just thought that was super sick. And actually, this is like the actual case here. There's nothing written on it, just this cool sticker. And yeah, man, I just thought that was rad as hell, and I just kind of wanted to collect it. I might listen to it like once, but I think I kind of just want to frame it, honestly. But I thought it was just really fucking cool. Never seen anything like it before. It's official and all that, but I thought that was super sick, so I got that. Okay, moving on. There was actually 3 Goatwhore records that this one guy had. A lot of cool heavy metal. I wanted to get all of them, but I kind of wanted to space it out. So I kind of went with like the second cheapest option here. It was $25, but I went with it specifically because I love all Goatwhore albums, especially the ones that they had. They had like the last 3 ones, but this one has an alternate album cover than it does on the CD version. So I decided to go with it. And of course, it's got some pretty fucking cool songs on here, especially when Steel and Bone meet. I fucking love that song. But yeah, it's official, Metal Blade Records, all that stuff. But I actually haven't opened it yet. I don't think it's used, but it could be. If it is, it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, it's just sick. It's a gatefold, but 1 LP. And then Metal Blade Records, of course, always has their stuff pretty cool in there. And I think there's a digital code. It's just black vinyl. I don't think I got any colored vinyl. It's all black. But yeah, I was just like, I don't have any Goatwhore on record. I barely have any other stuff on CD. But I saw that. I really haven't seen any Goatwhore vinyl. And I was like, man, that exclusive cover, that alternate cover is fucking sick. So we went with that. This one, I've actually seen in a couple record stores, but it's always said it was unofficial. And then I got this, and I was like, oh, this has got to be the official version. And I went back to that same store, and they're like, oh, yeah, this is the unofficial version. So I don't know what it is, but I have it now, and I don't really... It says Metal Blade on it, so whatever. But it's King Diamond, In Concert Live, Abigail, 87. This is official. I was worried it wasn't, but it is. You got the little download code there. And then this is actually really cool. They have... like just kind of like this thing telling you like when it was recorded and all this stuff, and King Diamond wrote about it. And then on the back they actually show the tour dates for the USA and Europe for the Abigail tour, and it's got to be 86 and 87. It has to be, or maybe just 87, I don't know. But this is cool. I didn't know Candlemass opened up for him. That's fucking sick. Like, this would have been insane to see live. But yeah, I thought that was really cool. I was scared to open it earlier, but I kind of did it like after I was done filming the initial video, and it's totally legit. It's super cool. And then, yeah, black vinyl. And then we got the cool reissued Metal Blade Records little thing there. So, yeah, super cool. I'm glad I showed you guys. I don't know why I didn't want to earlier, but yeah, fucking sick. I believe this is one of the many re-releases that they did in 2020 for Metal Blade Records, and I believe it has their classic lineup on there. Just had a different guitar player. They have Michael Moon instead of, I believe it was Michael Denner. I can't exactly remember who played guitar in King Diamond on the first 2 records, but I know it was one of the Merciful Fate guitar players, and I'm pretty sure it was Michael Denner. Of course, I'm probably going to get a comment that's like, you fucking incel, how could you not know this? I don't know, it just spoke to me when I saw it. They had a lot of King Diamond on record, and I have like his first 4 albums on vinyl and the first 2 Merciful Fate, and I see them in pretty good rotation at the record store, so that was more of like a, oh, this just looks cool, let's just do it. I don't have any live King Diamond on vinyl, so let's do it. And then, actually, today is the anniversary for this album, the 32nd, and that would be Seasons in the Abyss by Slayer. I have the Metal Blade reissues of Show No Mercy and Hell Awaits, and I have the Americana re-release that they put out a little bit ago of God Hates Us All. This is another Americana re-release. I just haven't seen this one in a long time. For about a year or 2, and it finally popped back up again, and I was like, you know what, sorry, let me just fucking glare you, but I was like, yeah, you know what, I want more Slayer on vinyl, and I kind of want to do all of them, maybe a few I wouldn't, like, you know, Undisputed Attitude, I don't think I'd buy that, but Seasons in the Abyss, you know, I'm like, hell yeah, and, you know, this is a classic album. But what song I've been really getting into right now is Spirit in Black. I don't know what it is, but that song is just tickling something lately. Okay. Yeah, that's looking good. Pretty much the same layout as they did with the God Hates Us All. And fuck it, let's just take it out. So there's a sleeve. Pretty sexy. And then we got this little inlay here. It's got all the lyrics, all the credits, and then on the back we got the original members there hanging out. And then black LP. I actually really like the sleeve for this. It's got that papery kind of cover. Much better, much better than those paper ones where you like the Metal Blade ones. Honestly, do the paper, and some other people do too. But that can scratch up your record. So I'm glad that they kind of do these like little plastic bags, which is the way to go. Okay, so that was, what, 3? I guess if we include the 10-inch, that was 4. So I got 5, and believe it or not, I don't actually have any Metallica on vinyl. Until now, I went with the Blackened re-release. I just like the new shit, man. I know the compression's kind of fucked. I know the dynamics are kind of fucked, but I was like, you know what? I just want to get my own fresh copy of this bad boy. This is my favorite Metallica album, probably. And I was like, you know what, fuck it, I should get it. It was honestly the cheapest I've seen it in a while. $30, kind of a lot, but, you know, why not, man? But, you know, you go to pretty much any record store, and you're going to get a shit ton of Blackened re-releases and a shit ton of bootlegs, so they're not hard to come by, but this was just like, alright, I gotta finally get this thing, man. Like, it's been so long, and I'll probably end up taking this sticker off of this plastic and then trying to put it on the new sleeve, but let's just take a look at it. Same thing, paper, got a little sleeve there. Those thrash guys, man, they kind of, oh, and it's kind of like a waxy paper with the plastic inside, black LP, pretty cool. I'm sure it's got like a digital download code or some shit in there as well. Oh, sure enough, it just fell out. But yeah, this is the first Metallica I bought on albums, or on record, so that's kind of cool. I don't know if you could properly see it, but kind of same thing, just a bunch of pictures from that era. And then we got all the lyrics, the songwriting credits, the liner notes, all that fun stuff. Which, you know, gives you something to look at when you're listening to your records, man. But that's kind of, that's kind of cool with this waxy kind of, what do you call that? Sleeve here for the actual vinyl itself is pretty cool. And then there's the digital download code. So cool. So yeah, that's all the records I got, but I actually got more stuff as well from the place. They had quite a bit of other things too, like Funko Pops and CDs and stuff, especially the CDs. But I actually went with the DVD. I got rid of, actually I have it right here, and I kind of don't really watch it that much, and that's the Smashing Pumpkins Vidiphoria. It's okay, but this one I kind of wanted more. This is the Smashing Pumpkins DVD of older music videos from the time they put out their first record to when they broke up the first time. And at first I was like, yeah, I don't know, but really kind of like made me gravitate towards it was just all the different like extra stuff. Like they have Geek USA Live, Ode to No One Live during their final performance at the time. I Am One, a previously unreleased music video, a short film, like just a bunch of cool stuff. And then there's like commentary and narration and stuff for each video, which I think is cool. I have the Rammstein one of those, and I think it's awesome. Just kind of looking at how they filmed it and stuff. And I actually got a bunch of weird CDs, but I got Philip Glass's Glassworks, and there was actually 2 of these. They were like $2 a piece, but I went with this one because it had the Upper Room as a bonus track, which most versions do. And then I got the Mormon Turbanical Choir essential hits there, 22 favorites. I just thought that would be cool to kind of, I don't know, listen through and see if they could be cool as like intros or samples or something in the future. And this one is cool too. Unfortunately, the versions of these songs are not the same as they are in the film. They're shortened down, but I still wanted Revenge of the Sith, their soundtrack on here. And it comes with a bonus DVD of like talking about the music of Star Wars and stuff, so that would be cool. And it did have a poster, but this is from 2005, so somebody took it, obviously. But it's still cool to have, just to have that. And let me take a sip out of this gruesome koozie here that I got from their show last week. Twisted Beers. It's pretty rad. So, with so much vinyl and CDs that I got, I actually went and got some more sleeves because I ran out at my local record store. So I dropped all this stuff off, and I was like, I gotta get these. So I got 100 more sleeves there, and we're gonna use those. I ran out of the old ones, and then while I was there, I was like, well, let's peruse the CDs. So we ended up getting Savage's Edge of Thorns, first physical copy of a Savatage album, so I'm really glad to have it. I actually haven't listened to this one yet, but it's $6, and Hall of the Mountain King is the one I'm most familiar with, and I really love that album, and everybody says listen to this one, so I was like, all right, I like the artwork a lot, so that should be cool. And then I tried to find Goatwhore's latest album on CD, but they didn't have it, unfortunately. But they did have Mantar's latest album, Pain is Forever and This is the End, which features the 2 singles, Hang 'Em Low So the Rats Can't Get 'Em and Odysseus, which I loved. I've listened to this album like maybe 3 times when it first came out, but I need to listen to it again, but I wanted it on CD because Mantar is one of my favorite bands, and their CDs are kind of hard to find. But anyway, that's pretty much it. Next time your town or your local whatever has a vinyl record exchange, go ahead and head down there, man. You're gonna find some rare stuff. You're gonna find like dollar bins full of records, and you'll find some random cool shit. Like, there's really no reason not to go. I mean, the last one that we went to was free, and this one is $2 to get in, and so you don't really have to buy anything. It's just fun to peruse and look around, and hey, maybe you'll find something cool like all of these, especially with heavy metal. It's kind of a niche thing. The stuff that I did find for heavy metal was usually from the 80s or like really hard rock kind of underground stuff. Like, there was shit I'd never even heard of before. I was like, what the fuck is Blasphemima, or however the hell you pronounce that, from Spain? Like, I'd never heard of that before, but I saw the record and I was like, let's save that to Spotify, so I'll listen to it later, and next time those guys come to town, I can be like, there's the record, I'm gonna go buy it this time. So yeah, it's just cool to look around, find new music, find shit that you want on vinyl. And honestly, the CDs were sick. If they did like a CD exchange on top of it, or like as its own thing, I would probably go to that more, but yeah, you know, just getting physical music is cool. Anyway, that's enough of my rambling. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you saw something that was kind of cool that you'd never seen before, and maybe that'll kind of you know, push you to go visit your local record store, or maybe come to a vinyl record exchange that's coming to your town. So yeah, buy some physical music, man. Support some people around you, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Stay heavy, stay safe, and I'll see you next time.